Let's take you live to Sydney, where the rail, tram and bus union is responding after discussions with the government failed to prevent another day of strikes tomorrow.
NIF update and also our enterprise agreement negotiations, what we're doing here today. So just in terms of the NIF, we're still trying to get a deed settled. We did have a fairly productive meeting yesterday morning with a group of people who were doing a deed, and they have anecdotally told me that they're pretty comfortable with where they're at. I did get a phone call late last night basically saying they think they've landed on a document that we should be happy with. That document is currently, it's gone through lawyers, so their lawyers are happy. It's currently sitting with Damien Tudorhope for him to review. And at some point later today, I will apparently get a phone call and I'll be dragged into an office for them to present us with that NIF deed. That deed, of course, I will take away straight away and look at it. Our internal lawyers will look at it. At that point, it will go through our NIF delegates. We've got about 6 delegates that have been intimately involved in the negotiations around the NIF since 6 years ago. We've been through that whole process. They will review it, and if they think it's okay, it will then go to the enterprise agreement negotiation delegates, who are actually sitting in this room behind me right now, negotiating the enterprise agreement with all the other unions. So, and once they are all happy with it, I'll then be instructed to sign the document, the deed, at which point I will then notify the government and obviously Transport that we've signed the deed, and we'll be looking for them to sign it. At that point, I suppose, they'll be legitimately able to say to me then, can you look at postponing some of your industrial action going forward? So until that happens, in terms of the NIF and that process, that's where we're at. In terms of the enterprise agreement process, we're still sitting in a room with 6 other unions and all the senior managers. That's what we've been doing here today. We've been here since about 10 o'clock this morning, negotiating all the outstanding items on that enterprise agreement that comes around once every 3 years. And that's where we're going to try and encapsulate our working conditions and wage rises, etc., etc., etc.
So we'll leave the union leader, Mr Claassens. If we get any further information, we'll bring that to you. But in the